Hi everyone, welcome back to Naval Action. Today we will be trying to capture this, a French trader's brig which we have just spotted on the trade lanes of the south of Cuba. So we are just going to intercept now and I'll hit attack. And we have 20 seconds to keep ourselves and the trader's brig within this white circle which is now formed around our ship. Once that timer ticks down, we will be then into combat. So the missions are not paying very well at the moment. They're about 5,000 gold. You get some XP as well. But one of the ways I like to make some money is to capture French and Spanish shipping and sell all the cargo and the ship as well. That's a good way of making some money without too much strenuous combat. So first thing to do, while we've got the 30 seconds before combat begins, we'll switch all the cannon ammo to chain, and we'll switch our crew duties to gunnery. Now, there's the brig over there. Okay, so we'll basically target his rigging and his sails to try and slow him down, because the first thing traders do when they see either a pirate or a privateer from a different nation's navy is that they'll turn tail and they'll run as quickly as possible. So first thing we want to do is slow them down, so that allows us to then whittle down their crew and prepare boarding actions. So let's do a couple of shots. Not very good shots. Wow, 1% damage on the sails. Yep, try and do a little bit better than that with your first couple of shots. But we'll bring our broadside onto her now. And we'll give her a full bombardment. So we've got, just so you know, on the top deck we have 3 cannonades. There you go. Some hits to the masts, and then on the lower deck we have long-range cannons, which is good. So you get slightly different projectile path between the cannonades and the long distance or the long-range cannons. So we've got her sails down to 93%, and she's got a 69-man crew, which seems incredibly high for a trading ship, but you know, I'm sure I'm not exactly sure the details, but I'm sure a trading ship of that time would not have that many crew. It wouldn't be profitable. It's probably going to have like 20 crew, to be honest with you. But they've gone for 69, that's fine. Whoops, that was a bit wild. And that one was too, but let's try and get the cannons on then. We're just trying to aim these ones so we don't waste them. There we go. Down to 89% on the sails, which is quite good. So the objective of this, obviously, as I said, is to capture the ship, but we don't want to do as little damage to her as possible. Sails, not going to worry about. You know, sails, top and tape need to repair. It's the hull which costs the real damage to repair. So we'll fire our big cannon. Oh, those cannonades. Hopeless with them. But we'll continue to bring down her rigging and her sails. And then once we're happy that she can't get away from us, we can start whittling down the crew. So one of the things to notice with the trade... there's a switch into grape there, so we'll start whittling down the crew. One of the things to notice with the trade ships is that they're not heavily armed. So this brig, for example, only has 2 guns. She's got nothing on her sides. She's got two guns in her stern, which is basically what she uses to fire when she's running. So yeah, she'll run and they'll have 2 cannonades or 2 cannons in the rear, which they'll usually try and shoot at your rigging to slow you down so they can escape. But they don't have a full complement of guns because it's just extra weight, which they don't really want to use. They want the extra weight for cargo, and the same for the space as well. So now I'm just trying to clear the deck with grape shot, which is kind of like a shotgun. Small pellets and broken bits of glass and all that kind of thing. We whittled the crew down to 62, which is fine. I have a crew of 120, and you're looking probably for a ratio of 1 to 4. So if you got, you know, 4 crewmen for every one of theirs, then you know you've got a reasonably easy battle when you come to boarding. So patience is the name of the game here. It can be frustrating. There we go. We've got a nice couple of shots on them, down to 50 men, and the crew are now in shock. So that'll prevent them doing their duties for a short while, such as, you know, moving sails, loading guns, that kind of thing. But she has tried to turn, and she'll probably try to make a run for it now, but we've got her cornered. It's just a matter of time. Now, one of the things while we continue to just try and weaken her, getting some hits on there, but they're not really scoring any kills. We can maybe just try and... There we go. Okay, she's down to 46 crew. Good. So yeah, one of the things to have a look down at the bottom, where you've got the crew duties. We've got repair, sailing. We've currently got them selected to concentrate on gunnery. We have survival and boarding. Obviously, they speak for themselves. Repair is to try and do some makeshift repairs if you've got some huge leaks in your ship and you're, you know, taking on water, or your rudder's been damaged, your pump's been damaged, that kind of thing. You can set them to do urgent repairs, and they will try and patch it up as best as they can. Sailing, obviously, crew concentrates on sailing, so you turn better, your ship can gain a little bit extra speed, and it just handles a little bit better in general. Gunnery, obviously, reloading is quicker, and the accuracy is a touch better as well. Just having a look to see what gun she's got on the back there, but it's difficult to see from this angle. Survival, that is if you are taking on water, you basically get everyone to bailing out on the pumps, buckets of water, chucking it over the side just to try and keep you aloft and not sinking to the bottom. And boarding is getting the crew to, you know, clear for action, getting everything out of the way, getting their ropes and their grappling hooks ready, getting their muskets and pistols and swords all ready so they can do the boarding action. Now, depending on how long the crew has, I've already started the boarding preparation, as you can see. Currently up to 50 seconds. The longer the crew has, the more preparation time you have in the little mini game, which is the boarding, capturing of the ship. So the boarding action, as it were. So we're going to let that tick up. I think it goes to about 90. Do you know what? I never really keep an eye on it. I'm normally concentrating on trying to get the shots in. Can't really get the guns low enough to get the deck at the moment. That was a bit of a waste. We just fired that into the deck, actually. Couldn't get it quite high enough. You can see the damage we've done. Not a great deal. And it hasn't even registered on the hull damage, so that's... It just shows you how ineffective that was. Right. We've currently got almost a 1 to 3 advantage, which is doable. 1 to 4 would be better, or 1 to 5, even better than still. But yeah, he's actually turned us against the wind, so I'm going to turn away. We'll probably get a couple of shots. What's he got back there? Maybe he hasn't got... Oh, he's got something in there. Yeah, I think he's got a couple of cannonades in there. They don't look particularly big. Oh, and he's just fired and missed at us. That's okay. The Brig is quite a big ship compared to our little Snow, but Yeah, we better get this turn quite sharply. He is making a break for it. But I'm confident we put our full sail on, we should catch him quite easily. Okay, our boarding preparation has reached 100 and it's stopped there. So 100 is the maximum. So it's got to be a percent, so that's quite good. Now with that, we'll use that preparation time, as it were, kind of like action points during the boarding process. So you can use that to spawn firing deck guns, throwing grenades, firing muskets, and it all helps with the continual bombardment of the enemy crew. So always trying to go in with full boarding preparation. It really does help no end. Right, let's try and catch this little Frenchman up. Come on, Jean. Priquet. Jean Priquet. Priquet? Priquet. Something like that. Anyway. Come on, John. Strike your colours. You know it's inevitable. Oops. Bit short. Bit long. Great, okay. You just get those lined up and then you get switched to the cannons, which are totally different. That was terrible. We fired straight into the wave. So you gotta work out the grapes projectile path. It's very different from cannons and than cannonballs and chain shot. Right, we will sneak behind. No, we'll get one shot off. I was going to sneak behind her, but we would potentially get shot again. But we've got the 3 cannonades loaded up, so we'll take some of the crew out. Down to 38 men. Good. We'll wait for the cannons to reload, which they're doing so now. And one of the things you need to do, there you go, down to 28 men, perfect. We can try our boarding action. So what we now need to do is slow them down. So we need to get to a speed where we can throw the grappling hooks across and pull her to. So the best thing to do is keep turning them until they turn into the winds, like we are now, and we naturally slow as the wind pushes against our sails the wrong way. Boarding action possible by pressing G, so we have now started the boarding sequence. We've got 10 seconds to prepare, and this is the little mini game. So you can see we've got brace, defend, attack, musket volley, fire deck guns, and fire grenades. Right, so we get 15 seconds to decide per round what we're going to do. You can see our preparation is 100%. His preparation is only 72%. He's firing the deck guns, so we will fire grenades. So we got 3 kills, he got 2 kills. Okay, so he's down to 25, we have 118, but we've got 82 prep, and he's got 68 prep. This time round, he's going to throw the grenades, so let's return the deck gun fire. Boom, we've killed 6, he's only killed 1. He's down to 19 men. We've got 65 preparation action points, as it were, to spend on the next round. So, 3 seconds left, let's fire a musket volley at him. 3 more dead. We've lost 4 ourselves though total, so he's down to 16 men. Currently he's looking to brace. They will change that sometimes at the last second, so you can do so as well. We will brace as well. Okay, we both lost a man each, that's fine. If you brace and do nothing, you will get some points back. So I think we're going to fire muskets this round. Boom, another 3 dead, he's down to 12. Okay, our deck guns are now back in action. His are as well. So we might go deck guns to deck guns. Yeah, last second, boom, he's down to 6 men. Good, we've got 6 kills on that one. So, we could go musket volley. I think we have to really, or throw grenades. Let's go musket volley. Oh, didn't have time. I was too late. It's taken it away from me. So we braced on that one. Now, with only 5 crew members, I'm tempted just to attack, or we could use the musket volley. We have 34 muskets to his 4, so it's quite a good average. Or good ratio, should I say. Boom. He's down to 2 men. We'll just throw grenades. And that should see him done. Boom. His crew is killed. We've lost 11 men, but they lost 28, which is okay. So, that brig is now ours. We'll press X to capture it. See, she's struck her colours. Wait a few seconds for the capturing to be concluded, and then we will have ownership of that brig as well. You see, the brig is a much wider and a much bigger ship than the Snow, actually. There we go. So we now have the brig under our control, which is great. And we've got two little cannonades in the back. Brilliant. Okay, so we can leave this battle now. And we come to the combat results. We've got 620 gold from that and 22 XP. So we've got a trader's brig and we've got 52 logs of redwood, which will stick in our hold, which is great. And we'll send our trader's brig back to one of the outposts. And then we can sell it from. So we'll send it back to Port Royal. So let's send it to... Got 2 slots at Port Royal. Boom. Okay. One of the things to consider is make sure you have enough hold space before you send your captured ship back. If your ship doesn't have enough hold space, send your combat ship back and just sail the captured ship with all the cargo back to port. I've done it before when I've had to jettison cargo. It's a pain. It's a silly mistake, but there we are. Right. So, we've got a couple more ships on this trade lane. What do we have here? Oh, it's British, so we're not going to do that. Third-rate French. No, we don't engage with them. Goodness me, no. But yeah, we're here in the south of Cuba. We're around about here. And there's a neutral port just down the coastline, which is where I've been based out of. And I've just been patrolling this trade route, which has been quite lucrative for French and Spanish trade brigs. We've got a French cutter over there with a fleet, which we don't particularly want to get involved with. Bigger ships against little ships is really frustrating. We didn't take any damage, though. We have our 52 red fir logs, which is great. Or red wood logs. God, it's difficult to say. I think I will sail away from the sunset, around the southern tip of Cuba, looking for my next target. So that was effectively just us taking a prize of a French trade brig. I'll do some more, try and level up, get a better ship, and we'll do some more adventures coming soon. But just wanted to get something out. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next time.